How's your energy, Southern Arizona? Good evening to you. I'm Paul Cicala. It is a packed weekend of sports here in the old Pueblo with the high school playoffs of basketball continuing strong. Let's begin on the girls' end with Coach Jamal Rhodes and Sabino gunning for their 20th win of the season, but Lady Sabercats would have to get by Coach Lonnie Taverdi and Pusch Ridge. Let's head on out to the neutral floor of Amphi High School. Sabino and Pusch Ridge ready to go at it. Sabino, of course, will be up by 6. And how about Cameron Doty driving and hooking up Kayla Sampson, and Sampson finishes it inside. Pusch Ridge was trying to come back, and look at the effort from Angel Adelman. She's going to grab her own rebound, then she'll kick it out to Cherish Gocher for the 3. That's good. Lady Lions are able to cut it to 5, but then it was all Sabino. Doty driving again and floating it in. After that, Sabino is going to keep the pressure on against the Lions. Yet another steal and a bucket. Sabino wins 52-34. Meanwhile, Pueblo High School was gunning for its 28th victory in 30 games this season. And get this, Coach Ismael Galindo and Pueblo have not lost in 2018. That's right, their last setback was against Saguaro in December. Number 2, Pueblo, the highest seeded Tucson team, left in the playoffs. And early on, Alyssa Galindo, the senior point guard, will be getting to the rim with that floater you saw. Her dad, Coach Ismael Galindo, he's definitely liking it. And then Pueblo would put on the full court press, and Mariah Clark gets the ball to the rack and the foul. Then check out Alva Ureña coming up. She is about to throw up the trifecta and put it in. Pueblo's up 12-6, and the Warriors can do it inside as well. Take a look at the youngin, Jasmine Belt. Youngin being just a sophomore, finishing with the bucket. Pueblo wins 62-45. Meanwhile, less than 24 hours after the U of A men's basketball team took care of business with the win over heated and hated rival ASU, the women's team also took the court. It was a matchup carried live on the Pac-12 network as Coach Adia Barnes and the Lady Wildcats were hoping for that W on the road at ASU. The curtain of distraction isn't as crazy as it is some games, but hey, Arizona's Destiny's Lab, she's going to sink the free throw, no problem, but still Arizona will be playing comeback the entire evening. A bit later, there's Sam Thomas taking it to the hoop and one. ASU would still lead by 20 at that point and cruise to a 75-50 win over the Lady Wildcats. Don't forget, Coach Jay Johnson and the Arizona Wildcat baseball team, they're going to open up their season tomorrow against Bryant. Today's game was rained out. Now, there will be a doubleheader with games set for 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. And fresh off of 12th-ranked Arizona winning 4 of its first 5 games at the Kajikawa Classic in Tempe, Coach Mike Andrea and the Lady Wildcats are back at home, but they too are waiting out the rain. Yesterday's game against Colorado State was canceled because of the weather, and the matchups against Troy and Bryant set for today were also rained out. The Lady Wildcats will have games on Saturday and Sunday as scheduled. One of those 6 o'clock tomorrow. All right, don't forget, Major League Soccer preseason training continues strong in Tucson, and there are plenty of tickets available to see some of these past, current, and future World Cup players. All games are at Keno Stadium. The Portland Timbers take on FC Dallas at noon. On Saturday at 4 p.m., the New England Revolution takes on FC Tucson. And at 6 p.m., it'll be the Houston Dynamo against the New York Red Bulls. Meanwhile, the Fiesta de los Vaqueros Rodeo is less than 24 hours away. It'll be the 93rd year in counting here in the old Pueblo, with the gates opening Saturday at 11 a.m. And always fun to see Tucson youngsters kicking off the rodeo festivities with mutton busting around 12:30 p.m. And after that, the pro rodeo competition continues strong. The same schedule, more or less, goes on Sunday as well at the rodeo grounds on South 6th Avenue in Irvington. Thousands are expected every single day. We also have a lot more on KVOA.com. And no horsing around at the horse races as well. The month of February, very, very packed. A lot of sporting events here in the old Pueblo. And hey, the Rito Race Park continues every weekend as well. Starting this weekend, of course, and continuing through February 24th. So, of course, lots going on. Let's hope the rain doesn't ruin some of these outdoor activities here in the old Pueblo.
Usually a good time of year to be outside.
It really is, and it's kind of weird. The rodeo parade's next week. It seems like it rains every other year at the rodeo parade as well. Kind of crazy.
All right, well, we'll cross our fingers. All right, meanwhile, one Pima County crime-fighting pump is becoming an Insta popular on social media.